Hey, what it do? We back. We're back, man. We are back. Where were we? Nowhere. We were here in Milwaukee. What's happening with y'all? Welcome to Outlaw Radio on a Monday night. I'm sorry, on a Wednesday night. Outlaw Radio, speak on it. I like to call a show like this Player's Choice, or some people might call it open mic. I would really like to hear what's on y'all minds. So if you have anything to say, something you want to promote, something you want to push, give us a call. 262-202-5131. What's happening with y'all, man? Normally we're here on Mondays and Wednesdays. We weren't on Monday. Sometimes we take time to just, recollect and enjoy the universe. But we back tonight because normally on Mondays and Wednesdays, but here we go tonight. It's time to get it in. Outlaw Radio, speak on it. I'm not alone. I told you before. My name is Kevin Barnes. I'm the host of Outlaw Radio, aka the Negro Whisperer, certified professional life coach, Negro Whisperer. Got my co-pilot here with me. Mr. Carter, how you doing this fine evening, my brother?
Hey man, I'm doing good, man. Life is life and I'm accepting it. I'm appreciating everything. You know what I mean? It is what it
Indeed.
is. But welcome to Outlaw Radio, y'all. Well, we walk that walk and we definitely talk that talk. Raising vibrations and elevating thought. Y'all better come on in. I'm trying to tell you I am the black woman lover, the black man's brother, the culture, teacher, hood, healer, the ghetto witch doctor. Hey mama! They got a CMOS man! Y'all better come on in. I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, if you heard what the man just said, he said a couple important things. The first thing was that he was the black man's brother and the black woman's lover. But secondly, he said walk that walk and talk that talk, meaning are you doing what you say you're doing? Or is social media your space to utilize an avatar? Okay, so come on, I don't mean even just to get too deep too early, right? But why
It's
not,
all good. Let's
why
go.
not jump into the cesspool, right?
Jump on in.
So nowadays, a lot of us live in a world where we've created an alter ego or a
Right.
persona, an avatar, if you will, that we utilize on social media. Yeah, hit me up. I'm da 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 on Facebook. I'm who on Instagram, right? It has nothing to do with who the fuck you really are in person or who you are in reality, right? Now, some of us I approach it from a more, kind of minimal perspective in which I understand this is utilized for this. It has nothing to do with who I am. I put up the most random shit so you couldn't possibly get a bead on who I really am if you were looking at my social media posts. It's not an avatar for me. I don't utilize it like that. It's no character. It's really just Kevin Barnes. Some people might say he is a character. I don't know that I disagree with him. Rel, welcome to the show, man. How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How y'all doing this evening?
We good.
Very well, very well,
That's
very
good.
well. Outlaw Radio, man, speak on it. We want crowd participation, to be honest with you. We want people, like, everybody has an opinion, man. This day and time we live in, I'm talking about, it makes me even question how to share information with people because I'm like, well, I'm doing it, but people would just say we're a podcast. This shit's almost cheap now. It's almost like whoring yourself out. I see a lot of individuals who are involved in it who have no love for the art. They don't love the sport. They want clicks, they want likes, they want follows. They want to create that avatar. You feel what I'm saying? It's not about, hey, let's have real conversations or let's really enlighten people. It's about, man, what's the hottest shit? Like male, and a lot of times I watch and I'm guilty because I watch some of these platforms. It's just male gossip. Whoever said dudes don't cackle, dudes is the biggest gossipers in the world, and don't let it be some goddamn pillow talk involved. A brother will sell his soul on that pillow. You want to get a confession? I don't snitch. I don't talk to the feds. Man, if they bug that pillow, boy, brothers give it up on the pillow.
Yeah.
Brothers give it up on the pillow. So what was that all about? See, you know, so and so, he woo-dee woo woo woo. Da, 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 da. Bruh. Dry snitching. Listen, we got a number. Okay, so it's 262-202-5131. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen, right? Just it's there. If you want to call, but we have a chat room that always pops. And I think that's one of the best things about our show that we have over a lot of other shows, especially in Milwaukee, is that they don't have the phone and the chat room. So it ain't in 3D sometimes. Our chat room, we do it like this. We put you up on the screen. Look here, look at the technology. Not bad for an old fart. Jesse Parrish, I see in the chat room, he said, peace, outlaws from the Mile High in income. Illegal migrant flooded city. Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced. Frontline Black News and the Revolutionary Agenda. Shout out to you. It's been a minute, man. I know you haven't been with us. I know y'all be rocking over there because we're in different time zones. So I know y'all be doing your thing. Deion James in the chat room said, man, what the Deion, what you talking about? What's he said, big folks in this motherfucker. On my mama. Outlaw Radio, man. Speak on it. He said, I'm acting unruly tonight. When don't you act unruly, Deion? When don't you? There's never been a show with nice Deion. Some of the ladies mad at me because Deion called in one night and went to bitching and hoeing. And they're like, oh, I've never been spoken to this, that. I'm like, it wasn't me, it was Deion. They don't like me, man. You got me kicked out the circle, man. Ricky Adams, how you doing, my brother? Ricky Adams, let me tell y'all something. Ricky Adams goes all the way back to Chocolate City when I was on Blog Talk Radio, right? 10 years ago. What we used to call you, Rick? West Side Fred. We used to call him West Side Fred because he's always calling in from California. He said it is intent. It's entertaining. He was trying to say. And speaking on, I was talking about the internet and whatnot and how people try to live. It's like, you know, you saw the movie The Matrix. You never thought you'd see it come to fruition. You understand what I'm saying? Like people actually plugged up to an alternate reality, leaving their physical body in just a potato state. Yeah, I'm going there tonight early. Y'all hit me up. Listen, it's kind of shit we talk about on Outlaw Radio. John Fletcher, what up, man? What up, John? What up, man? How you doing? Doing big things with EPU. You see EPU Personal Defense is still on the bottom of the screen on the ticker. EPU Personal Defense, EPUSDS.com. That brother teach you how to do them things, how to throw them things. Ricky said, I remember y'all Blog Talk Radio. I'm an old head. See, that's what I'm saying. A whole different cast of people. But I can find those Blog Talk episodes now, and I listen to them. The only difference is I used to get to play music then. So I had all these songs and all these sound effects, and I used to, oh, man. And we used to do live, 3041 live from 3041 North, and shit used to be, man. And everything, this was pre-COVID, right? So we're face-to-face on everything. At my house, I got 6, 7, 8, 9 dudes in the basement. We doing the show. You feel me? Shout out to West Coast Fred, man. Shout out to Ricky Adams, man. He said yes. He said that's what I meant. Deion said I don't want to be no Trump supporter's friend. Who's a Trump supporter, Deion? Who you trying to call out? He said I'm tired of all the lie and false narratives floating around. Who ain't tired? Welcome to the club. That's why I say listen, it's open mic. Anybody who's tired or sick and tired or tired of being sick and tired. 262-202-5131. Call in, chat room on deck. Yeah, you heard how I just flipped that. Even Ray was like, damn, did he just flip that shit like that? See how I'm sick and tired and being sick and tired? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How y'all doing, man? Listen, we were off Monday, so I didn't get to ask either one of you this. First of all, let me start with Kamar because I know you had your event. How was your weekend? How was the event?
Everything was cool. You know what I mean? The event did what it did. You know what I mean? My weekend it was kind of down because the security from the Sherman Phoenix was
Mm,
in a car accident.
talk about
You
that.
know, and he passed. You know what I mean? He lost his life in that accident. Today was weird. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Today at the Phoenix, it was weird. It was weird. Like even to the time to go, you never realize how people impact your life. You know what I mean? Like the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, say like 20 minutes before 7, he
Hmm.
usually flip the lights. So everybody knows, hey, it's almost 7 o'clock. The people in the bar, they know it's the lady holler last call when he flipped the lights and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So today he wasn't there, nobody flipped the light. Dog, it was 7:05. I'm still sitting there like it's motherfucking 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? A couple other people, they in there, the bar, they upstairs just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like it was weird, man. But you know what I'm saying? Hey man, we here, it's a part of life. You know what I'm saying? That is things that we can learn from also in his past. So, hey, it is what it is.
I can say, when I did the first time you did Wellness Our Way, and I was there doing interviews, I have a very lengthy interview with that brother. And
Mm,
we just sat there and chopped it up. You know what I mean? And he made sure my space was tight and whatnot. And listen, I don't want to go find it and put it up
yeah,
because to me that's clout chasing.
he took his job serious. That was one of the things I respected from him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Another honorable thing about him, what I remember, what made me gain a lot of respect from him. Remember that Wellness Our Way? When me and him got into it, real? Was you there?
No,
Or did
I
you
don't know
leave? You
if I.
might have, but anyway, it was kind of towards the end of the evening, right? Me and him got into it
Oh,
because the
okay.
music had changed. Like the DJ, I think he had started drinking, and some girl had his phone, and she playing the music she wanted to play, and it was totally inappropriate
Working
music,
up in
right?
there.
So you know what I mean. Me and him was on it. We had talked about it earlier. We had got a phone call from the director of the Sherman Phoenix and everything, so we was on it. And the music got filed later on that evening. You know what I'm saying? And he was working on something on a guy that was in there that was doing something. I think he had some alcohol, was drinking out a bottle, and he wasn't supposed to. So
Mm.
we had to go address that. But at the same time, we had the radio issue. So me and him both got into it, expecting each other to go take care of it. You know what I'm saying? But then what was honorable was afterward, where I was looking for him and he was looking for me at the same time. So we could talk this shit out and iron it out like men, discuss where we was wrong and where we wasn't wrong. And you know what I mean? The way it just flowed so smooth and we was right back. You know what I mean? Like ain't nothing ever missed. And see, what I know is I done had a lot of interactions with men in the community. And we may have an issue and they don't handle it like men. Like they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to come iron the issue out, apologize when they wrong, or you know what I'm saying. But this brother was about that. You know what I mean? And we both was looking for each other for the same thing. You know what I mean? Not to get into it, but to rectify the situation. You know what I'm saying? So I gained a whole lot of respect from that brother that day.
I got a flying roach in my studio, y'all. Excuse me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's a random insect flying
And that
around in my
just
studio.
Yeah. Hey, look, and that just goes to say what I said in the beginning was about how he was serious about his job.
Well, that
You
our
know what I'm saying?
conversation was centered around how this was his business.
Right.
So our conversation was him as a black entrepreneur and how you go about establishing like a security company or whatever, what have you, whatever, And so, like I said, I don't want to put the interview up because I'm not a clout chaser like that, but it was a dope conversation. And like you said, you never know when you encounter someone, you don't know why or what you just, and you
Mm.
leave saying, oh, dude seemed pretty cool.
Or
That's
you
just
take for granted the roles that they play in your life too. It could be the simplest thing, like I say, that light flash. You know what I'm saying? Where you flash the lights, let everybody know what's up. You know what I mean? Like he's the one to come out at the end of the night and pick all the cones up out the parking lot. And you know what I mean? It's just a bunch of little small stuff where you realize, like, damn, he ain't here.
So his name is Dre. What's his last name? And I'm asking for a specific. What's his last name?
Oh man.
Okay.
I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue.
There's a benefit.
Say Lewis.
Okay. There's a benefit for him. I know his first name is Dre.
Right.
There's a benefit for him in which they're trying to raise money. And even Mama Jenkins was asking questions earlier, like, is there any other way she can donate besides that? So there was a post. And y'all let me know, because I shared it because Ticey shared it.
Right.
And it had the information if you want to help his family, you know, in this time, his untimely demise. And rest in peace to that brother. Condolences, man. You know, I mean, shit. What can you say, man? Life is a bitch.
Yeah, he was a father, good father.
Yeah.
I ain't just saying that because he passed. I ain't just saying that shit. I don't just say that shit about people. You know what I mean? He was a good father, damn good father. Took care of his daughter. I watched his daughter grow from 2 feet tall to 4 feet tall. You know what I'm saying? Good father.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to that brother. Support. Okay. Damn, that put me in a somber mood. Let me shake out of it.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
I'm a thug, man. I don't get emotional. What the fuck? We gangsters. We don't get sad. Thugs need hugs. Let me hit the chat room before we let Rail. I want to talk to Rail, get him amalgamated. This is Shay. He says, how long were you? I was on Blog Talk. He said I started off on Black Thoughts and Theory like 10 years ago. We were on there, I want to say 2 years. I want to say the first 2 years I did anything in terms of podcasting or whatever, content creation through Blog Talk. It might have been 2 years, but I went from there to Spreaker. And none of this was visual. This was all audio. So I went from there to Spreaker because Spreaker let me use my own mixer. And it was just a dope dashboard. And so I could play music, I could play clips. Now, if you listen to that period of the show, I got sound bites, I got all kinds of, I got crazy because I got this audio interface from Spreaker. But then it was time to do the shit visually. So I had to just totally flip shit. And that's when Kamar come in like, okay, what the fuck is all this shit you got hooked up down here? Now, where'd that wire go? And so it just flipped. But no, 2 years on Blog Talk. And I think about 3.5 on Spreaker. And then probably about 3 with no service or nothing. And then the last, Kamar, how long? We were in StreamYard now. 3 years, 4 years, something like that.
4.
Okay, 4. Okay.
2020.
Yeah. So yeah, 2 years on Blog Talk, man. It was when I first started all the shit I could do it. I was like, oh, this is dope as fuck. Like them shows was dope, man. Like people used to call in, and the kicker was it wasn't people from Milwaukee. That's how you get West Coast Fred. We used to look at the numbers. It'd be people from all over the world, New York, LA, down south, Florida, everywhere, and they call in every week. I'm like, damn, Milwaukee ain't paying me no attention. Hey man, y'all gonna give me Misty up here talking about them good old days, man. The bushwhacker days. What Jesse got up? He said, I'm not a dumpster supporter, just not with the K Hive. The K Hive, is that what they call it now? The K Hive. He said, let me get Shabaka to call in. Ace Cooley, what it do, man? Ace Cooley, what it do? He said, what up, fellas? He said, that's good conflict resolution skills. I forgot what I was talking about. I don't know what he's saying that in reference to.
I think when Kamar was saying how they chopped it up, afterwards.
Oh shit! Yes, thank you, man. See how absent-minded your ass get? Oh man, your memory first to go. He said, "Oh hell no, not a flying roach. I ain't seen him since I was 10. I've never seen a flying roach. It was like a fruit fly.
So. I have down in Louisiana.
Vince Tony
scared the fuck out of me too.
Vince Tony in the
landed
chat
on my
room.
Shoulder like that.
How you doing, Vince? How you doing, man? Hey, Vince, holler at me, man. Holler at me. What's up with you?
I felt that motherfucker feet on my shoulder. That motherfucker was big.
Mama Jenkins in the chat room. She said, Lewis. What we talking about, Mama Jenkins? Ricky Adams
His
said that
last
was
name.
around. He said that was around 2012, maybe. Yeah, it was 10. It was at least 10 years ago when I first started. He said on audio. Yeah, them shows pop up every now and then. He said not the wires. Hell yeah, man. I used to simulcast with an iPad on YouTube and a camera on Facebook, and I would go live on both of them and had to turn both cameras on, then hop in my seat, and then we start the show. Shit used to be funny, man. He said, yeah, he said we've been thinking about going to Spreaker as well. Spreaker's dope. Spreaker was dope, man. Because I learned how to do sound with Spreaker. Because you can use an external mixer, you can use an audio interface. You learn the difference between what a dynamic mic and a condenser mic really is. Spreaker was dope. Spreaker was dope. Shout out to Shabak. I see you. Now, Rel, we got to get to you, man, because I know you've been dealing with some health stuff and whatnot. How was your weekend? How you doing? First of all.
Hey, I'm good, man. It was cool. I had a chance to, do my thing at Sherman Phoenix this weekend. I did have a little health issue. I was in the ER, I guess, when Sunday night, and then I got home about 3:30 in the morning, and then when I woke up, I had seen that the brother had passed, and it kind of messed me up because I had just seen him while I was teaching the vets on Sunday, and in your mind and shit, it's like damn, I can't show him love right now because I'm teaching, but on my way out, usually I make sure I show him some love, but on my way out, I didn't see him, so you just take shit for granted, man. It's like, okay, I'm gonna holler at him when I see him next time. Then I went to the ER Sunday evening, got out Monday morning and seen that shit. It's like, damn, you just can't take that shit for granted. If you're gonna dap somebody up, dap them up, man. Because you never know if that's your last chance to dap them up and shit.
Yeah, I think you got to move. I think you got to move with integrity. I think you really have to try to be a person who's not on no bullshit, right? Like
right.
In a world where most people you encounter are on some bullshit for whatever reason, right? You got to try to be the person who's not that. And so if you meet another genuine person,
right,
it's like, yo, how and so
right.
When that person passes, of course, it's, man, listen, the bottom line is don't nobody know when they leaving. So
exactly. Because I was sitting in that ER like, damn, let me make it home to my babies. And shit, I actually made it home to my baby, so that's a blessing too. And then, as a father, it even messes you up when you hear about a good father transition, because that's the first thing I think of. It's like insurance is good, but ain't no money gonna take the place of having your parent, man.
So right.
Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow. I've lost both of my parents, so I guess I'm kind of numb to it now. When I hear people talk about it, and my parents been gone for years, so I'm at this point, I'm like, it's like, yeah, it hurt, but it ain't nothing like a fresh wound. But hey man, life is like what they say.
For me, it's
Life be
different, right?
life.
For me, it's different. I like the. I don't like it, but I think a lot of time I think I'll be numb too because I done lost everybody. I done lost my mother, my father, aunties, uncles, grandparents, anybody who got anything to do with raising me, except for maybe one person. You know what I mean? They all gone. So like now it's like it really get to me when it's somebody that's close. They gotta really be close to me. You know what I mean? I gotta really be fond of for it to really hurt. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like I was talking today about how like with some people when they mourning, it'd be better for them to keep moving, keep doing stuff, keep working, or stay busy. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's kind of easy to work and stay busy while I'm mourning. You know what I mean? And I think it's probably because I done lost the closest people to me. You know what I'm saying? The people who I love the most in the world besides my kids, I done lost. You know what I mean? So now it's like a few people, like the homie T-Buck. I cried like a baby when he passed. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say I think it just depends on who a lot of the time now for it to really get to.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but you know what I mean? I ain't trying to say that I don't feel bad. I don't be feeling bad. You know what I mean? It just don't take me into that rut
Most of
like a lot of people
most of us at this age, I'm this is just being honest. I'm not trying to be callous or cold. Most of us that are from where we're from at this age have been on a first name basis with death for years. Like this starts when I'm 13, 14, where a homie gets killed or kills himself accidentally or whatever. So this went on through my youth up to my, like Kamar said, aunties, uncles, my grandparents, my own parents. You feel me? So at this point, it's just like, I think the one thing every time you see that somebody died, hey man, your time is coming. You better enjoy this shit. You better try to do something because you don't know. We at that age now. So, hey man, if you lost somebody and you feeling it right now, this is an opportunity. You can call in and just shout them out. Let me get my chat room, y'all. I want to stay in touch with the chat room. Dion said he's in here. He said that. He said it was unfiltered. He said, what's the topic tonight? Actually, the good thing about this show tonight is the topic is whatever y'all want to talk about. Like, I'm always setting, I want to talk about this. Sometimes people might be listening like, man, who don't know what he's talking about. Okay, genius. Let's talk about what you want to talk about tonight. Call us. Hit us in the chat room. Put your proverbial money where your mouth is. Juice Lady in the building. How you doing, Courtney?
I'm well. I am well. How's everyone?
Peace. Good.
We're good. We were giving it up for the brother Dre, the security. I don't like to say security guard. The safety, the security guy. Well, yeah, that's what he was though. But I feel like that diminishes his. Because people talk shit about being a security guard, but you damn sure better be happy when you got one that's good.
You more prestigious title.
Yeah, I want to give him something else, man. But yeah, Courtney, we was giving it up for him, and then we just kind of moved into, and we've been talking about how people are living on social media as avatars. Like right now, some people intentionally create, and they're a different person. Oh no, that's not a real person, right? That's social media. And so we just running you down on what where we're at.
There were movies like that back in the 90s, and we're just living it out in a different way. In the 90s, it showed it a different way. Maybe
it's called a Matrix.
Things, but yeah, that's pretty much where. Yeah, we right on track with what they said.
Well, not necessarily because now this is something that can be left up to question. I don't know if the robots are in control right now. We're really asleep, living in a false reality. But I know damn sure if you look at AI and how social media has created this plane for you to just totally create an avatar, and then the movie Avatar comes along and you get a little bit more like, oh shit. So yeah, we address that. We address that. That's where we're at.
We got filters. Niggas ain't never gotta get old and shit. It's AI pictures. Now you ain't gotta put no picture of you. It's an AI picture. What is it's a time we're living in.
What a great time to be alive. Chay's in the chat room. He said, okay, thanks, Kev, for answering my question. Much appreciated. I've been on StreamYard about 4 or 5 years now and on Blog Talk since 2017 and on Mile High News for a year when we started Frontline Black News. Okay. Shabaka, he asked, how was Kamar's trip to Los Angeles? You didn't hear Kamar talking about his trip to Los Angeles?
I love the Shabaka. I know you don't like Los Angeles, man, but I love the trip, man. I love it. I had a ball, man. I went from Compton to Hollywood all in one day. You know what I mean? I ate lunch in Compton and went up to the Hollywood sign and ate some fruit from 2 Mexicans up there and had the best mango I ever had in my life right there by the Hollywood sign.
Wow. So does that answer
all
your
off
question?
in Inglewood, down in SoFi Stadium. I toured that. You know what I'm saying, man? We went to crypto.com arena. Yeah, man, I toured LA right quick. I had a good time, Shabaka.
West Side?
Inglewood, wooty woot, nigga, what? That's right.
California love.
What Zell's always say, West Side, cuz. Zell's, what up, Zell? West Side, cuz. That's what's up. All right, nigga. You know you live in Milwaukee, right? He says, sorry, my phone acting up, so his typing is messed up. That's Shane Krumah. A says, RIP to the brother that passed. Yes, rest in peace to the brother Dre. Courtney, what's that brother's last name? Dre what?
Lewis?
Lewis? Is it Lewis?
Okay.
Yeah. He said, you still got some family around here, cuz this is Ace talking to you. Kamari said, you still still got some family around here.
No doubt, no doubt.
Ewok said, New Earth is crazy. He said, sorry for all your losses. We lost a gang of family too. Yeah, I don't know nobody who my age that don't know a whole bunch of dead people, right? Like, yeah, when you 16, 17, 18, you shouldn't know that many dead people unless they're like your grandparents or something. Dion, you gotta do something. You killing me with your echo in the background.
I don't know what's going on, shit, because I'm walking. I ain't got you on nothing.
Well, you get Juneteenth Day or something. I can hear us going past and shit.
No, that's the motor. I was walking to the truck.
Oh, okay. I knew it was coming from. He said, let me know when to call in. Yeah, I damn sure got to tell Shabaka, okay, you go, because Shabaka goes when he calls. Yeah, excuse me, brother. He said, I'm smart. I can handle things. LOL. Jesse said, hey, Juice Lady. He said, the robots are real, and they working to fuck us around on the regular.
Very true.
Ricky Adams says, the AI picks I don't like. Yeah, the AI shit is tricky, man. Like, I don't know how to feel about that shit because that shit can be weaponized. Man. Yikes. That shit can be done. That shit can be used to create all kinds of, like, if somebody really want to fuck with you and they could use that shit to just like even call the police and be like, yeah, this dude is over here killing me, and you sit in your house and 75 police officers and a helicopter pull up. You're like, what the fuck? People can do this shit. Send some video to your job of you doing something. It wasn't in you.
I'm trying to learn how to use my advantage.
I mean, shit, they take our voices off right here.
Marketing, you know what I mean? Like, there's different ways we can use it. Y'all seen me busting my moves and shit, right?
Yeah, that's the simple part.
Use that shit to my advantage.
You finna get an AI Kamar to do it for you?
That was me. You see me?
He was
killed that shit.
He was river dancing.
I was killing that shit. You should have saw me.
He was river dancing.
Me and Ticey both. Like,
Dion, you on the line? What's on your mind? You kept talking about you was unfiltered tonight. You was ready to get it in.
No, I was just talking shit, man. Rubbling a little feathers. But I felt all that. I felt all that what people were saying, though. Because I just had a loss, and I'm not really too fond of white people. You know what I'm saying? But one of my coworkers, you know what I'm saying, he just died, and we worked at another company together. So we even share trucks. I'm driving a truck that he used to drive. They found him dead yesterday, you know what I'm saying? And how I met the man, because I used to smoke cigarettes. And I used to bum, he used to smoke Newport. So I said, oh, man, he smoked Newport. And I used to see him so much in his bum a square day that he'd just give me a cigarette when he see me. Then he just started, like, if he had a few left in his pack, just give it to me. So, he was all right with me, you know what I'm saying? Even though he was a white boy, you know what I'm saying? He was all right with me, you know what I'm saying? He never had any harsh words towards me. I never had any harsh words towards him. And he gone on home, And when I seen him Thursday, because I didn't see him Friday, I give everybody a speech. I don't even know. I probably ain't gave you guys a speech. I tell a motherfucker, listen, man, live your life. Fuck them bills. Them bills gonna get taken care of. You gonna owe bills. Even when you die, you gonna owe somebody. So whatever the fuck you want to do that shit, live your life, enjoy yourself. Don't have no regrets, because you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker can end any day. You feel what I'm saying? And all that, you trying to play it safe. Yeah, we be living for the what if, trying to save for the what if. That's why I don't, like, I used to try to save. I save, but I don't save like I used to, because I want to enjoy my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving next week. I'll be in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? I want to enjoy my money. So, I just try to tell everybody, I don't give a fuck if you want to shoot dope, toot dope, smoke dope, eat dope, whatever make you happy. Eating booty, eating coochie, whatever you want to do to make you happy, you do that shit. because at the end of this clock, when that motherfucker stops ticking, you can sit back and be like, I ain't got no motherfucking regrets. And 36 years ago, my grandmother died October the 9th, 1987. You know, if she would have still been living, I probably would never moved to Milwaukee, because I ain't know nothing about Milwaukee. When I was coming up here to visit Milwaukee from Chicago, I was a shawty. Y'all had yellow license plates then. I thought everywhere was hills in Milwaukee, because my mama stayed on the east side. And the east side, you know, you got to walk up a hill, you know, walk up them few little steps to get to the house and shit. It was duplexes and shit. So you know what I'm saying? But my grandmama died in 87 and shit. My mom's tried to take me from my grandfather and shit. I wasn't having that shit. You know what I'm saying? We went to court and shit, and I stayed down there, you know, but one of my guys said that I shouldn't have had to raise myself at the age I did, because it wasn't nobody but me and Jesse. Man, he rest in peace. And shit, the streets had me, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the streets had me. You know, all I knew before I moved up here to Milwaukee was Chicago was my ends meet. Sears Tower, that was my skyline. You know what I'm saying? Riding the L and shit. Then when I started coming up here, I wanted to be close with my brothers.
Dion,
what up?
Let me ask you a question. Now, don't get me wrong. This is caller's choice, but okay,
yes, sir.
You cast a wide net, because we were talking about losing people, and then it's turned into the story of Dion.
I lost my grandmother.
I know.
I lost my grandmother.
Okay.
And I lost me too.
There we go.
I lost me, and I found me.
There we go.
On Outlaw Radio.
Oh, okay.
On Outlaw Radio.
I just right. Okay. Because I know it was about to be man. You know,
you don't be on that bullshit, but you know, we talk about some politics. We talk about
we're gonna talk about a bunch of stuff. You was getting it off your chest. You was doing therapy on the air, like I had a little dog, and the dog was my best friend. The little dog ran away, man. I started loving cats. You like Mike Tyson with them damn pigeons, man. Come on.
You already know. I mean, so, man, this is therapy, man. Outlaw, man. I was like, what the fuck going on Monday? And I ain't text you, because normally I text you some bullshit like, yeah, what the fuck? But you know what I'm saying? I figured, you know, you deserve a rest, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was some family shit, and maybe shit, you could have been that motherfucker, like, you know, like, damn, we done lost kids. You know, like, just remember the times that we had with you, shit. Me seeing you walking on that cane and giving you a hug, like, damn, this is a big old nigga right here. You know what I'm saying? Just remembering the little times that we had, you know? You feel me, though?
This dude is insane. Listen, hey, I appreciate it, man, but you know, it's just because I take a show off, it doesn't mean like, oh, he quit. First of all, like I said, no. 10 years. Listen, 10 years I've been doing this show. Sometimes 4 times a week. At one point, Kamar, we were doing 4 nights a week for a very long time. So now when I say, you know what? I'm not doing no show tonight. I don't do one. Just because. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to do one, and I do one, and it ends up being a great show. So I'll be like, damn, I'm glad I did that shit. But ultimately, when I say, nah, I'm chilling tonight, it's, you know, and I would tell this to anybody. I don't give a fuck what it is that you do. Sometimes you need to rest. Sometimes you need to say, all right, let me fall back for a minute. Just, you know, it's not like I can't not do the show, or else I'm going to be somewhere sitting talking to myself. Believe me, I do it. So why not do this shit? Why not do it, you know, with the Outlaws, man? So appreciate all that, Dion. Now, Courtney, you had an interesting weekend. I wanted you to be able to talk about that, because we saw you on Facebook. Now, talk about your weekend, what you did last weekend.
But in Georgia? You know,
yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
But first, I want to say, while Dion was having that Donnell Rollins moment, he said some very great things, you know. So I was recently telling somebody about, you know, traveling and spending money, and they like, man, I'm trying to save. And I'm like, what you saving for? I want to get a house and just to save. And I was like, you know, I know a couple niggas that was saving, and they done died in the last week. I'm like, so who even knows where those savings are? If they had the money in a shoebox, I mean, who knows? So it's like, I believe in saving, because we need to have a little money to the side. Most definitely, shit happens, but at the same time, I agree with Dion. You should try to enjoy your life if you can. You know what I'm saying? You definitely should try to do that.
Okay.
But
feel that.
I went down to Georgia though. I went to go see my child. It was senior night. He is the backup quarterback. So I was out there, London Francois. It's not like they was messing up his name. They was messing up everybody's name in our little crew. It was only me that showed up, but nigga, they was London Francois, Courtney Francois, Kiana Wayman. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? Andrew Fails. Like, god damn, niggas. Like,
wow.
And it's some very simple names, nigga. You just fucking up all of it. But anyway.
But damn niggas.
I used to hate that shit. Kmar Carter.
Yeah,
right.
Right.
Yeah. I have like the easiest government name to produce. I mean to pronounce ever. So nobody ever messed up on my name. Kevin. Yes, that's me. It's Kevin Barnes. Yes, I'm sitting right here.
They know now, how to use the other E. Kevin.
The funny part is only my family, because my family's so country, that I have about 2 or 3 uncles who refuse to say the E in my name. To them, I'm Kevin. It doesn't matter. No, Kevin. What's up, Kevin? My name is. It just used to just piss me off when I was little. They used to just be like, this little arrogant motherfuckers. I'd be like, my name is not Kevin. You know, he looking at me. I'm a little bit. Slap this shit. My name is not Kevin. You don't get your little ass somewhere and sit down. Yeah, listen. Okay, so congratulations to you and your son. I know it's crazy to watch him grow up like that. Because I went to see, we went to my son's homecoming game, and I'm like, this dude is a freshman in college. What happened? Then I looked at the salt and pepper in my beard, and I was like, oh, that's what happened. What he say on Life? They got old. we got old. That's what happened, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Chat room popping. Like I said, let us know what y'all want to talk about. I know I seen you, Shabak. I'm trying to get the formalities out the way because I know you tend to right. He said Ricky Adams said I hate San Francisco. He said, nigga, what? Somebody pissed him
San
off.
Francisco. It's kind of cool around there. Well, I mean, I enjoy Asian food and
cool time I go to LA, I'm going to San Francisco.
Yeah, I like San Francisco.
I want to go to the Bay Area too. I want to see
the Bay Area.
I want to ride across the Bay Bridge.
Man, they had a smoke lounge there. I ain't never been to no smoke lounge where you buy your weed and you smoke it there. Like what?
And smoke it.
Said motherfuckers would make it look like you was.
They had like $2 dabs, a little dab party on. It was what? It was incredible.
So this is Ace Cooley saying
weed.
He said motherfuckers make it look. They can use the AI to make it look like you was at a Diddy party.
All of that.
Chase says I was born in '87. Rip to your grandma. I lost mine 9 years ago last month. And he's born in '87. I'm old as shit. Hey, what up, Jermaine Anderson? He said love from Shreveport, Louisiana. Said, hey, Shabaka, I lived in the Bay Area for a few years. Oakland, California all day, he said. He said
the
rent was $2,000 a month. Shout out to Albert Bell.
I'm coming to visit.
Shout out to Albert Bell. He said you was. I was what, Albert? What we talking about, Albert? I went to high school with Albert. Oh, man, that's the homie right there. Yeah, what up, man? Okay, now, here's the deal. We had to put some pain where it ain't because, first of all, last week we were talking about the accusations that Jaguar Wright made against Jay-Z and Beyonce in terms of Jay-Z being this monster and she got all this footage and all this kind of thing. Yeah. Why am I talking about that? Because I really don't care about Jay-Z or Beyonce or none of that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about it because the question came up on the last show on if Jaguar Wright is lying, why has nobody sued her? Right. And well, nobody has sued her to this point and said, hey, that's a lie. Right. So Ernest Ewok, shout out to Ewok in Arizona. He said Louisiana, my home state. Okay, I thought I said it wrong. No, Ernest questioned that. And I was trying to say to some people, they don't have the means or necessarily have the time to do the litigation against somebody just because they said something about them on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I feel like it's some people who's so large because like Will Smith ain't gonna respond to Jaguar Wright. Right. And so it sounded like we were disagreeing with Ernest. But that question became a hot question during the week. Why is nobody suing her? I even put the post up in the People's News Network. Well, Piers Morgan has apologized. First of all, he's come on and apologized and said, we didn't want to necessarily edit the video because the show is called what is it called? Uncut or some shit like that. I don't watch Piers Morgan. You could tell that. But and then Tevin Campbell, and I didn't even catch what she said about Tevin Campbell because everybody catches strays when Jaguar Wright is talking.
Very true.
I don't know who she actually likes. Right? Like, so everybody catches strays. So I'm listening and I'm saying, okay, he's apologizing. And then Dame Dash echoes the same sentiment and saying, hey, why is nobody suing her? And when I listened at I think it may have been Dame when he was saying, the whole thing is this: if somebody's saying some foul shit about you, right? It's almost like you have to come out and say, that's some bullshit. That's not me. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, right? But he's like, why is nobody coming out saying, nah? He was like, I feel like all these people whose names he's called should come out and say whether or not there's any truth to it. I'm thinking maybe that's not wise for some people because it could be legal ramifications. So some people be like, nah, they lawyers is like, no. They publicists is saying, no, don't respond to her. We're going to make her look like a kook. And I think she is a kook.
Or maybe it just ain't time for him to respond. Because
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, if I respond to something like that, it kind of look like I'm putting myself in a whole argument and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
so like I'm not finna respond just yet. Like, fuck her. Especially, you know what I mean?
Hell
Like,
yeah.
would you like I wouldn't respond if I was innocent. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want none of that light. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be in that picture nowhere.
But okay.
Y'all ain't finna be making memes of the shit I say, chopping up what I say and making it your point. And
that's
no,
all
hell
fact.
no.
And go use
come on.
AI.
Come on. And I'm just going to be, objective and subjective as well and say, if somebody's putting out some really heinous shit about me, I'm a step two and say, man, what? That's some like, I like, okay, no. So the whole thing with the like, even with who's gay and who's ambiguously gay, and celebrities sometimes say, well, I don't have to speak to those rumors because I know who I am, and you never see him with a woman and nothing. It's like them saying, I'm gay. That's why I'm not answering it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to say, hell no. Who gay?
I mean, if you letting your ego and pride run you.
I mean, I just think you can't allow false narratives to be
ego.
created about yourself either.
That's your
Listen,
ego.
if somebody,
about what people
Mark,
think.
if somebody's spreading the word in the community that you're a foul businessman and you doing dirty shit through your business, you ain't gonna speak to it and say, hold on, man, that ain't what's happening.
Well, I'll let the people speak. I'll let the people who work with me or deal with me every day speak. I ain't finna. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with Kamar on that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because like, okay, now look, if they do that and then I go back and forth with them, now it's making me look bad.
I'm gonna step to that person or something. I'm gonna get at that person. I'm gonna call that person. Like, what's up with this bullshit?
I'm the business owner.
Okay.
Now I'm aggressive. Now I'm threatening and ready to fight and all this shit. And you know what I'm saying?
Well, it ain't got to be about fighting just because I come on Instagram and say somebody putting a false narrative on me. This is false. I'm a businessman. I don't want my business tainted. But you have your right to your perspective. I want to get everybody's perspective on it. You already heard me say I would respond. Courtney, would you respond if somebody?
Did that pastor ever come out from Evolve Church, and did he ever address any of them rumors? Because all that stuff was going on. Everybody talking about, but did he ever say anything?
I wouldn't know. I don't. I'm not on his social media or nothing.
I think he just ignored it. I don't know, because I don't know.
I think if he'd have said something, we'd have heard it. We'd have heard
right.
About
you know, so I think that is kind of like the best route. Just be fuck that shit. And he's still
like,
popping.
Sometimes it's just best to keep your mouth closed, because you know what I mean. If the shit ain't real, especially like let that shit die out.
People was bickering amongst themselves, and
I'm still low vibrational. Don't be saying my fucking name, putting bullshit on my name. Don't be calling me. Hold on. Don't be even. That's what I'm saying. Fuck that. You don't be out here talking bad. You talk bad about anybody. Don't make up no shit on me. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be like, dude, what the fuck is up with you, man? Why's you out here on this punk shit?
Grill, nigga.
No, I mean, I ain't physical. I'm gonna say what's happening, man. I'm gonna speak to it and say this nigga out here look, my name is my name. Got my daddy blood on it. Well, what would you do? What would you call him back to? Like, oh, let the people speak.
I don't know. It ain't often people speak on me, you know, because I'm usually out the way and shit. But
all the more reason nobody should put no false shit out on you.
Right. I guess whoever fuck with me really know who and how I am.
Right.
So if it ain't, I gotta.
That's what I lean on right there.
If it don't affect my food, my family, or my finances, fuck it.
It could.
That real be spiking in the wine.
It could affect your food.
But then in that case, you know what I mean? Like, why not just get a lawyer?
It could affect your food if people stop shopping with you because they say, man, I heard, listen, we live in a small town. People say, oh, man, I heard dude is a fraud. Word travels. You be like, dude, was it? What? He said what?
Then you should be done the right way. You know what I mean? If it's worth it, like you would get you a lawyer and have the lawyer go holler at him. I still wouldn't have to say shit.
I'm gonna spend $700 for a nigga who got $200.
If it ain't real, if it ain't real, I'm
hitting the nigga up saying, what the fuck, man?
But then nobody be blowing up my spot. Like I said with Real. Somebody say Real spiking the wine. You know, he gonna get the lawyer.
Fuck around and crash out. Now you ain't got shit.
Man,
if you crash out, if you fuck around and crash out, you really can't do nothing.
Crash out anyways. Listen, if you come for me, I ain't worried about you crashing out. You better be worried that I don't
I'm talking about you crashing out.
Man,
you being a business owner crashing out.
I'm gonna be the cautious one. Like, let me take the high road. Hell no, I'm going subterranean on your ass. I'm talking about your mama, your grandmama. I'm gonna take pictures of your baby mama when her hair ain't done. I'm putting that shit on Instagram.
People don't want to do business with you because they see the type of person you are.
Fuck them. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I mean, you know, to that effect though, I see like when I think of people who making money and act like that, like 50 will do some shit like that, and it don't hurt his money. He'll address anybody who says that, you know. So I think it's just different personalities, you know. It don't necessarily gotta fuck up your money if you know,
50 on another level. Like it ain't too many people that could fuck with his money.
Right.
He ain't always been on that level. He set a precedence of saying, if you fuck with me, I'm fucking with you back. But when he didn't have no money, that's how he got to the money.
Yeah, right.
So
exactly.
All gas, no brakes. Listen. If you can give
he was a rapper, shit.
It's a metaphor.
He ain't selling
I think we were talking about it metaphorically. I don't think anybody's saying
it's different. He ain't selling CMOS. This ain't a CMOS business he running. Right. You know what I mean? He was a rapper, a gangster rapper.
You can put it how you want. I don't sell either one.
You can say anything you want to say.
I don't sell either one. I don't sell either one. So
I'm just saying this. What I'm saying is that requires a different type of personality.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I'm sure he's type of shit
somewhere. Personality, because that's what they do.
Well, he sold vitamin water. He kind of got on beefing with people. Remember, like I remember when I first heard about 50 Cent is because it was a rapper that supposedly was beefing with Ja Rule, and Ja Rule was hot at the time. So
he came in the game shitting on everybody.
With Wankster, you know.
Well, no, How to Rob.
With How to Rob, the song How to Rob.
It was How to Rob. It wasn't Wankster. It was How to Rob. Let me catch my chat room. I want to see because it's popping. I don't want to get too far behind. Let's see. Hold on. And then I got okay. So Albert, he was saying AI can make you look like you was at a Diddy party because you probably was. Jermaine Anderson saying the price of living in Cali is too high. Albert says she was at a Diddy party. He said Louisiana is his home state. What else we got? He said facts. She said he was poking her face with wood. What are you talking about? Shout out to Ticey Gotzi. She was shouting out the juice lady, saying what's up to Courtney. He said it means I'm in trouble. I run wood across their face when they was asleep. Is he talking about something Diddy did?
That's right.
That's right. What is he talking about? He said they all bandits of the booty, man. They all bandits of the booty. Said Jaguar ass is a little off. Ewok said you in that light once you put your name out there. He said Biggie said his nigga was kidnapped. Yeah, he said that on the song. And I seen an interview with the dude, his homie Gutter, and he said he was mad at dude for saying that. He's like, I just came home from prison. I'm like, dude, why would you say it? When he said, don't you know my guy Gutter kidnapped kids and throw them over the bridge? It's like, yeah, Biggie said some questionable stuff, man. And they saying now that the lead in the Juicy video is a transgender.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
I never noticed that back in the day. That's a lady at that stall. Urinal.
No, I seen that. We noticed that, but I thought it was a woman faking Kamara. Like I always thought it was a joke.
I just never noticed it.
I didn't know it was a real train. I said train. I almost said trainee. That's how old I am. Can I say? I can't even say trainee no more. Can I? He said facts. He said trainees in their videos. He said Albert is talking one. I can't even read your text, bro, because you he put a sentence on each text is a sentence. He said Jaguar Wright said Common rubbed wood on her face. Common. Okay. He said Al crazy. Don't even try to understand. He said new interview. Jaguar said Common tried to stick his wood in her face while she was asleep. I know they was dating at one point. So I don't know. Damn, it took me a long time to get through that with Al. Shit, Al. No, like I said, I'm with Dame on it's a way you can even say something through your lawyers if you got lawyers.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Why not release an official statement and say, hey, this is the following accusations are false. Rich people do it all the time.
I'll just send my lawyer to holler at.
But you can respond through your lawyer. Your lawyer can say, Mr. Carter unequivocally states da 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 da. That's instead of I'm not trying to sue you. You ain't got no money. I'm gonna send there's a thing called a cease and desist.
Cease and desist. Yeah.
There's a cease and desist that you can send, and it don't cost that much money.
They say Drake sent Kendrick Lamar a cease and desist so he don't do what's his name at the Super Bowl.
He said he denied it though. I think they're saying he denied that he did it. I don't
yeah, okay. He would deny it.
I ain't do that. I ain't do that. This internet world we live in, man, is so crazy, especially for old people, for people myself who remember when there was no internet. It's so crazy. And like I said, people have managed to create this whole alternative reality, which they can say and do all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm getting the echo. I can't do the echo. I'm getting the echo. Somebody got to turn their device down.
What about now, Kev?
What's going on, Shabaka?
Hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, see my man went out there to Los Angeles, up there to the Hollywood sign. But just to ask him this question for me, man, how did he get to the Hollywood sign, man? Because I lived there for 40 years and still couldn't figure out how to get to that damn thing. And keep in mind, man, that's about the 25th time they rebuilt it. Earthquakes brought it down, rain brought it down. You know what I'm saying? The city of LA, man, said to hell with it, you know what I'm saying, and let it fall down. Then they rebuilt it up there again and what have you. Yeah, so, he went out there.
We Google mapped it. Yeah, you did right, man. And it'll take you as far as you could go, and then you park and you get out and walk the rest of the way.
Oh, okay.
And then it's only a certain distance you can go. You'll make you know what I mean? It's a trail.
Okay. And be careful of that LAPD out there, man, because see, Hollywood is a section of the city of Los Angeles, and it will be the Hollywood division of the LAPD jacking you up. Ask me how I know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you went out there, man, to Santa Monica, man, and enjoyed this real nice out there. And then when you was at Santa Monica Beach, all you had to do was walk due south, man, and that there would have took you to Venice Beach. You see what I mean? Okay. And then, and I think that's where you got Muscle Beach at, man. Then they be filming a lot of the rap videos down there and what have you. You went through the hub city, man. Did you go through the Crenshaw district by any chance, sir?
No, I don't think we went through Crenshaw. I don't remember that. I don't think we did. I went to a vegan restaurant in Compton, though.
Oh, okay. That's its own city out there, which is way due south of South Central. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you got the railroad tracks up out of there, and then of course too, man, you got some nice beaches out there when you get south of there. Because let me see, you got the beach out there called Playa del Rey. Except the only drawback about that beach is, man, that's where all the damn planes lift off from LAX at. You see what I mean? But
Okay.
it's nice out there, man. Glad you had a nice time out there, you know. But keep in mind, man, Los Angeles is deadly as it is beautiful. You know what
No
I'm
doubt.
saying? So always watch your six out there, man. You know what I mean? And things of that nature right there. No, you can't carry no firearms out there. You got to have the ammo and the weapons separating the trunk of the car. You know, but the best thing to do, man, is just, you know, drive, man, you know, and don't look at the LAPD if they're looking at you, because they will jack you up. Ask me how I know. Now, on a hurricane down there in Florida, you know, I got a Facebook friend that I checked with who's down there in the middle of it. You know, they responded that they're okay. And then also, too, man, they talking about that FEMA's out of money because they went on and gave it to all them daggone immigrants. You know what I mean? And then, you know, and they up there cussing me out on Facebook right now. Oh, you colored folks don't deserve no reparations and all that. And I tell them Peckerwoods, man, hey, man, why don't you come out here, man, sit out here in the sun, man, for the next couple of weeks and fry. They say, yeah, we deserve the reparations because we built the daggone country. The labor that we did way back then in the 1860s and what have you, they still benefited off of it because they kept reinvesting that money. Then, of course, when we had the Freedmen's Bank, as we all know, the Federal Reserve came and stole the money and started the Federal Reserve Bank with it. Then, not to mention the fact, man, all that free labor they got on us off of that sugar cane down there in Louisiana, all that cotton down there in Mississippi and Alabama and all that. So this here contributed to the gross national product, Dr. Barnes, and which doctor, as you all know. So they kept parlaying the money, getting paid, and we out here getting broker and broker. Then you get these brain dead Negroes that get up there and say, man, we shall overcome. And I'm quite sure of this madness that you got going on in Hollywood with these confused dudes thinking that they women and all this old type of stuff. What would they say, you know, about all that madness and all that nonsense? What would they say? And a whole lot of them made the ultimate sacrifice. You know, old frog face down there, George Wallace. They said, mama. You know, there's the old saying there out of Los Angeles. Never apologize for how you honestly feel. You see what I mean? And then get with us on Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced when you guys can, because we're trying to get some high quality guests up there. And then also, too, for you, Kevin, and the Witch Doctor, I know you all over there in the Eastern time zone across the street from Chicago and what have you. No, you guys in the Central time zone. You're north of Chicago. You know, get with us, man, when you can, man. If necessary, man, we'll do a special edition, man, and fit your schedule and whatnot. But also, too, scam election that's coming up. I'm very concerned about Kamala, man, because the orange dude, man, he had one of his rallies out there that had 10 times more people than the last time he was there, where he got shot at, man. But they had a couple of them dumpsters, man, jump on a brother out there. They had about 3 crackers, man, jumping on a brother, and the brother held his own as well as he could. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't that his fault for being there though? Like if you black and you go to a Trump rally and you get beat up, you shouldn't be surprised. You should be like, why would they jump me? Like, you was at a Trump rally.
Hey, I shared that.
Yeah, so what's the big thing?
Right. Am I supposed? Don't call me. I tell you what, all my homeboys, all my family, if you go to a Trump rally and get jumped, don't call me. I'm not shooting you no AA. There's no aid and assistance. I'm on my way. Bro, why in the fuck is you at a Trump rally? That's gonna be the first thing.
What are you doing there? How'd you get there?
And also, too, Kev, like what you was talking about, those who've lost loved ones, man. Both parents is dead, man. By the time I was 25, both parents was dead. Great grandma's gone. Both my grandmother's gone. You know what I'm saying, man? So live life to the fullest while you can, because everybody's got that appointment, man, that they're gonna make. But the cold part about the deal, man, we don't know the date and the time, but you will not miss the appointment. You feel me? And then also, too, a shout out there to y'all of the great work you're doing. Also, too, shout out there to the Juice Lady and what have you. and whatnot. And we're trying to expand our platforms, man, because we have been working with other platforms as well, too. And then when you guys can get with us on a StreamYard, man, and I do know it'd be late where you're at. So I'm going to, talk with Jesse, man, to say, hey, and if Jesse's in the hearing me, hey, Jesse, get with me, man. We need to have Outlaws, man, on the StreamYard, and we need to do a special edition of Shabaka's Black Experience with the Outlaws. Also, too, folks, keep this date in mind. October the 30th, we're going to be celebrating the 50th anniversary of you-know-who when he regained the heavyweight championship of the world, Ali Boumaier. The world was against him. He shut Big George down, but Big George made history, too, because he is the oldest man to win the heavyweight title. So most definitely, man, everybody to call in on that one if the schedule permits. And then, of course, Dr. Barnes, as you know, man, we throw all clusters off the out of our office when we're doing Shabaka's Black Experience in hand, because the hate mail we get, we love. When it is calling your black SOB, your black MF, hey, we boot them off the show and what have you. So most definitely we're going to be recognizing the 50th anniversary of the Rumble in the Jungle. And please get with us, man, and I will be sending you all the link.
Gotcha. Appreciate you for calling in. I have to coordinate with my people, because we are we're Voltron on the show, but when it's over, we break apart. I probably sometimes don't even talk to nobody on here until that show. That'd be like us on the phone and shit. So we'd have to really come together and and try to say, okay, well, let's coordinate it. It's doable. It just has to be done, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we'll try to put that together.
Too, man. Yes, sir. And then for your generation, Dr. Barnes, and then I'm gonna let you go after this one, man. That I know that you're busy. There's a video of Ali with David Frost about a week before the fight, okay? And so Ali is up there emphasizing, well, man, we need to build our own grocery stores. We need to build our own facilities to make ourselves self-sufficient. So you mean to sit up there and tell our people and tell me and to tell our people that we got to be dependent on you white folks, man, for stuff that we could do for ourselves? That was the reason why he was hated so much, Black family. And the cold part about it is, dude was very exceptional, man, with them hands. You know what I mean? Everybody they threw against Ali, they wanted Ali to lose. Like Ali said, even out here in Las Vegas with Miss Velvet Green, the evilest bitch you ever seen, all due respect to you, Courtney. She said that he gave her an autograph. Oh, I go to all your fights, because I want to be there when they smash your face in, your arrogant black SOB and all the other kind of profanities at them and stuff like that. But you just had to been in that era, man, to see that brother whoop ass the way he did. Uncle Tom's, White Hopes, everything they threw at him, he smashed them. All right, man, so I'm going to bid you all a good night, man, here from Sin City, man. The sun is just going down, you know what I'm saying? And what have you, man. But keep up the great work, man, and get with us, man. And also, too, come on, man, hope you had a nice time in Los Angeles, bro.
No doubt. I'm coming back. I want to see some more of Los Angeles.
Oh, yes, sir. Hook up with me, man. I'll give you the tour. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your ass in Watts.
I could take you where Reginald Denny got beat up.
See?
I can take you to Jack
taking you to Watts. Florence and Normandy.
Oh, yeah, I can take you to Florence and Normandy. Oh, yeah.
See?
And then the way I heard it from some of the homies over there, man, the reason why the truck driver got smashed, man, because he went through there saying he glad that Rodney King got his ass whooped and they let the police go.
That's
the way I heard it, but they did put the work in. They also had another famous trial there after Rodney King, the LA4 trial. All them cats got convicted, man. I think one of them took a fall for 10 years and he got out in 7. Now, but it was quite something there in 1992. I was there, man. I think I was a little bit younger than you at that time, kid. Yes, sir.
No, well, like I said, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to hook up with you and coordinate so we can come on your show. And
yes, sir.
And then we're gonna try to hook that up.
Okay, indeed, man. Okay, you got my number, Kev. I got yours. Get with me, man, when you can, and we'll make it happen, Captain.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir. Okay.
All right. Shout out to Shabaka and Shay and Kruma. I've actually been on there. I've been on there a couple different times. I've been on their platform like maybe 3 or 4. and it's crazy.
Right.
It's Blog Talk, so shout
It's
out
time
to
to
them.
go with the crew then, Cam.
Well, that's on y'all. Like whenever y'all want to, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I want to get to this chat room because Albert Bell is in the chat room making a very, very good point. And I think this is where, and this is like, we're a month and a half away from this election. But I'm loving the fact that Albert's saying what we should have been saying a long time ago, which is he said, I've never been so split on voting.
We're
And
like
that's where a lot of people
yeah.
sit. It wasn't all this name calling we did, all this arguing about who wasn't black and all this. It really was just because of the fact that most of us just feel so torn on which way to vote. Instead of us articulating that, we reacted towards each other. Fuck you. Like it's just, I don't know what to do. Imagine if black people who collectively had just said, we don't really know what to do. Give us something to cause a reason for us to vote for you instead of the normal, if I'm elected, I'll do this and I'll do that. And then when you get elected, you be like, oh yeah, we ain't gonna do that.
But they both sound like they lying. I mean, we know they lying. They both sound like they lying. Molly don't even be putting no effort in her voice. And I'm gonna help.
Kamala's an attorney. She learned how to talk in that same pitch. Like she has to keep people.
Monotone ass voice, man.
Yeah, when you in court, man, you got to talk to that jury. You got to really be. You can't be having all these. And I tell you, and what you need to do is refer to the law. And you ain't know what. That's what preachers always kill me when they do that. I'll be like, what causes that? Like when you go into.
The spirit.
I'm wondering, do preachers be at home when they mad at their family doing that? Like, now where is my dinner? Why the room ain't clean?
No, it's to evoke emotions.
Okay.
It's playing the crowd or playing the audience when they get the hooting and shit like that.
Yeah.
It
Brother
invokes a
Rail.
little bit of anger in me. I don't like it. It doesn't invoke.
It's to it's there's preachers and there's teachers. I prefer teaching preachers.
Yes.
Because when you leave the sermon, hopefully they gave you some education that'll carry you through your week. But then there's the preachers who just want to, it's to draw people to the altar call. Your bills ain't paid. You don't know what to do. Your kids ain't acting right. They just throwing that net out. Yeah, right. Because that's some shit everybody gonna scream about.
I get that, but I just don't understand the inflection of it. Like, who said this? How you supposed to do it, dog?
It's just melodic.
And it went down into the valley, and it come back up. I said it came back up, and people like, oh, it's like he do that every Sunday. Why y'all still excited about that? Like,
it's good. It's
right.
good.
I was a heathen, man. I guess I was.
It tickles your ears. It tickles your brain when you get to speaking in the melody. That's what charm is, because your brain is programmed to identify patterns. So when you can identify melody and patterns, you get a little dopamine hit. So that message is gonna stick because it's a whole science to it.
Somebody talk some ism real quick. I like ism.
My brain is broken then. My brain is broken, bro, because I don't even like musicals. I hate musicals. So if you really want me to stop listening to you, start doing that when you talk. And I tell you another thing, I'm like, oh man, come on, man. Stop it, dude. Like, I don't feel okay. That's just me. Once again, I'm an anomaly. I understand, and I can understand people having to react, emotional, especially if it's tugging at the heartstrings. Like, oh, that's he talking about me. God is talking to me through him.
And that's passive talking.
Yeah.
And that's passive talking.
Yeah. Hey, I had the most interesting conversations. I tell y'all because my wife is a member of the Church of God in Christ, and she is Church of God in Christ for real. Like she's straight for real. Like coach it over here, cuz like she for real. Like so they keep putting for some reason all week. I keep getting this post. Now, the funny thing is we've discussed this on Outlaw Radio so many times, okay, about the roots of our religion and our religious practices. So they're putting out this post about the pastor, the bishop who established the Church of God in Christ. What was it? Mason?
Bishop Mason.
Bishop Mason, okay.
And his hoodoo connection?
He was, they're saying he was a root worker. And I'm like, why? First of all, most people know that, right? Like, but then the thing was, we've had this conversation on this show so many times that a lot of the things we do in our modern day religious practices are centered around what they do in voodoo. Chanting, singing along, everybody in a trance while one person speaks.
Pull the book out.
There we go.
Yeah.
So this book here is called Black Magic.
Okay.
It is by Yvonne Cheroux.
Okay.
So it actually talks about, matter of fact, I got the page bookmark. So here go Bishop Mason, and he's holding all his tools, which he called God's mighty work. But they're different, just different things, because it was intertwined. Like hoodoo and black church, it all has the same origin, you know.
So, okay, so even people trying to spread, and then once again, this is just about me saying I hate to see a false narrative created. That's why you heard me react with a lot of real visceral energy in saying that if somebody out here kicking dirt on my name, I'm gonna respond. First of all, let me say, as an individual, you always hear me say, be intentionally operating with integrity. Try to be a person who moves the right way. If you can do that for a long period of time, and you've established some sort of respect for you in whatever industry you're in, whatever you do, you should not allow somebody to come along and kick dirt on it. Now, how you respond is the key. And this is what I take from when we all have conversations and everybody throws their opinion in. When we say, okay, well, Kev, be smarter than that. That's why we say speak through the lawyer, get a lawyer. We establish that you can get a cease and desist and that kind of thing. But I'm saying people even are misinformed and say, well, this is why this particular individual formed his own church because of the root work and all this. But when I spoke to my wife, she said that was not it. It was actually because he chose to speak in tongues. And
It's because, okay, so every time there's a disagreement in church, you get a new denomination.
Right.
That's what that is. That's a new division.
Right.
These people
start my own band.
They didn't agree. Right. So with when you go back to the Church of God in Christ, you go back to the Azusa Street revival. And
yes.
And it's the Pentecostal power. Well, it's all that. So Kojic is a Pentecostal church, which Pentecost was the upper room. When they was all together, and then the Spirit came in, and they seen the cloven tongues of So it's a charismatic movement, but it came from that. It came from the division of being baptized with water or being baptized with fire and the Spirit.
Okay. And the crazy thing is, you hear this and you see that, because we don't have to stick on religion for a very long time. But then when did y'all see Kirk Franklin? Did y'all see this brother Kirk Franklin?
Doing James Brown?
With the boots and the let me see, listen. This is why a lot of straight brothers don't want to go to church. And I'm this is my piece on it. So hold on. Let me get my chat room, because I see some people who I ain't shout out before we even take this conversation. He called Ernest a black Klansman because Ernest was this is Albert. He called him a black Klansman. Somebody, I'm getting an echo. Somebody's device is near the microphone. Shout out to Antonia Anderson, the proprietor of the Milwaukee Hip Hop Museum. Yes, shout out to Antonia. She always been doing big things with the museum. She said, cruising for a bruising at a Trump rally. Absolutely. Hey, y'all, what do you say on Blazing Saddles? I don't know if y'all ever seen Blazing Saddles. And when Cleavon Little rides up at the Klan rally, and they turn around and he said, hey, where the white women at?
Where the white women at? A black sheriff?
Right. Oh my God, man. You gotta be old enough to remember that shit, but that shit was crazy, man. It said, hey, where the white women at? He said, if you're at a Trump rally, let's just say it won't be your ear, motherfucker. Oh man. He said, where you from? Cause Albert is, I can't even read all these texts, Al. God, dog. He said, let me see. He said somebody put their son in check. Said the pimping came in. Albert, I don't know, man. I've never seen anybody make that many comments in a row. Like, you got to read them all, and they're all like, wait, this is a paragraph. word for word, you know, it's hard. Yeah, man. With the religious thing, it's always crazy because once again, I'm looking at the way that we always kick dirt on each other when we disagree about something. But I want to get back to Kirk Franklin. I stated Kirk Franklin is the reason why a lot of straight heterosexual brothers don't want to go to church. And I'm going to stand by that because I think a lot of times when we go to church and we see a lot of homosexuality in there, it says, see, I don't subscribe to that. And when you know somebody's like celebrity status and maybe this is just, you know, God using him. But it was just a very suspect piece of footage to me. I just like, dude, you look funny. Like, you know, that's just me though. That's just me. Now, did you see?
What was he doing? You talking about the James Brown dance?
Yeah, what is the high heel boots and the Prince pants, the tight pants, and these. I'm cool. I'm cool on that. Like I don't need that. If I come to your church and your choir perform and it's a dude doing that, I'm not coming back to your church. I don't want no.
No, it is gonna be the minister of music. That's what they is.
Well, I'm used to back in the days when he was the choir director. He's a little flamboyant, but he didn't go full JB in the pulpit. You know what I mean? Yeah, we know, you know, about usually the choir director or the musical directors. You understand me? But I'm saying he was very low key. He didn't, you know, he wasn't really taking the microphone. I'm gonna tell y'all what, I don't like men's no more. He wasn't doing none of that. And so, you know, it's not an excuse for you not to go to church. And maybe people saying, well, Kevin, you doing the same thing. You putting a false narrative.
It is. Hold on. Maybe it is an excuse.
Or maybe it is.
Go to church because in the Bible, in the word, it says that ain't cool. And like you may not want to be involved in this religion if this is how they do. If everybody break the rules, I'm trying to be right. The reason why I'm joining this religion because I'm trying to get right. Y'all may lead me down the wrong path because y'all ain't trying to get right too. I will feel, you know what I mean? One would feel like I'm saying.
Kev.
Yes.
Gay people can't love the same Lord as you? The same Lord? No?
Well, they can.
Again,
and
I want you to live what you teach.
In the same building, praising them.
I believe in time and place, though, Courtney. I believe it's a time and a place for everything, and I believe, out of respect for me as your brother in Jesus or the Lord, you should respect me enough not to be on some super flamboyant femininity when I'm sitting next to you.
Oh, now I gotta turn off my gayness to praise the Lord because you here, nigga.
Yeah, because I gotta turn down my hetero not to smack the shit out of you for doing all this shit. Like, sit your ass down.
You are your goddamn Lord self. Always trying to use the violence and shit.
I'm just respect my space. Come on, man. I'm just saying, maybe this is why I'm on a cane now, because I can't do none of this shit no more. But when I wasn't on a cane, I would be like ready to go at all times.
I think gay people ain't did shit to you, but come sit next to you and be gay.
If you join in a church, right, and you trust in this pastor to help guide your spirit the right way, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is some deep shit. You know what I mean? And in this book that we follow, if it says different, and this guide that I trust to help guide my spirit or help guide me down, you know what I'm saying? If he's okay with breaking rules in this book, then I got a problem with it. Cause I'm trying, like I say, if I'm joining with I'm genuine about it. I'm trying to get right. Mm-hmm. I want to be led by somebody again that's walking the walk that they talk.
You are who you hang with. You are who you hang with, come on.
Because they damn crowd that makes the pastor.
Listen.
Well,
listen,
no,
let me get the chat room, y'all. Let me catch the chat room for a second. Because I don't want to get too far behind because then everybody get pissed off at me, namely Courtney. She go to talking shit. Damn, Kev. Yeah. Al said Kirk Franklin. Yeah, I did hear him check his son. He said he's a real one. He can be okay. He's a real one. once again, I talk about, I speak from my perspective a lot of times on the show, and I think people think I'm trying to get them over to the dark side or trying to convince them to change them, and I'm really not, because I really don't give a shit what you do. I'm talking about me. If you want to be a real one to me, and we finna go somewhere, you come out in them boots and them pants, to me, that's not some shit a real one would do. Now, if you say, well, Cat, it's just my work clothes. The fact that you work in high-heel boots and tight pants, to me, is not some shit a real one gonna do. Even in my book. Now, if you want to let him ride with you with that shit on, that is fine. So he might be a real one. I did hear him cuss his son out. I also heard some of the accusations that his son made.
Hey.
Hey.
Then,
so my outfit made me no longer real.
Hey, but now dig this, right? Now on the other side, on the flip side, I could see it this way too, right? We all fucked up in this church trying to get right. But then like, are we all really trying to get right all the way? You know what I mean? Right?
Where are you bending the rules at?
Because we all fucked up. We all come to the church to get right. But like,
so
if I ain't trying to fix what's wrong with me that this book say is wrong, like, what the fuck am I doing?
Right, Kamar. Because how you know they ain't trying to fix themselves? I just seen a couple gay dudes make some random rants.
Hold on,
like,
wait.
This way. I don't want to be gay.
Y'all do me a favor though, Courtney. Do me a favor. Understand that this is not me being anti-gay. Let's not create that. I don't want nobody to say Kev don't like gay people, because that nothing could be farther from the truth. We even discussed this on the show. I respect the individual's right to be an individual. So I actually support gay people, and I support them having gay spaces that they can go and be gay at. But when they're in a gender affiliated place, right? You don't get to you in here with heterosexuals. You don't get to over gay me. You don't get to, because we have to respect each other. You don't got the right to.
This nigga just said you don't get to over gay me.
Right.
No, did he?
Be gay. I'm saying tomorrow you come in, you say, hey, how you doing? And this has happened to me a million times, because I've worked with gay people, or gay men and gay women. We come.
I got a gay friend.
We come to work. Hey, Kev, what's going on? What up, bro? How you doing? I'm good. Hey, how's everything? Everything's cool. We keep it there. If it's about the job, we gonna have, hey man, so and so woo-dee woo. Ain't gonna be none of that. So Kevin, what you doing tonight? No, hold on, cuz. Hold on, cuz. Man. Because I'm a heterosexual and I have the right not to want to be immersed in gayness. I have that right. It's not
had a right to over gay me.
You don't. Don't be over gaying, man.
They ain't got the same right for your hetero-ness just to be taking over the room.
And I keep it. This one saying I keep it, Courtney. I keep it in check though, because I don't be telling him what you need to do is go get you a girl and get you some vagina. Like I don't over hetero to him. I'm not walking around like because I'm a real man. I'm just Kev, and Kev is hetero. So just keep it right there. It's not about. It don't even have to be a gay person. It could be a person who stank, right? I don't want you around me because you stank. I'm not trying to be mean to you or rude to you, but you don't have the right to come in here and just stank up where I'm sitting at. And I'm sitting here like, dude, go somewhere. So to me, it's the same. I know it might be a bad metaphor.
Not even if you might be a bad metaphor. Can't go to church.
I would be offended. Like, dude, why you come sit your musty ass over here by me, man? Now I can't enjoy the effervescence of the Lord because you over here smelling like sour sausages. So so don't come sitting by me.
But back to the outfit, Kev.
Your church would be hilarious, dog. What's dude, Pastor Jennings?
Listen,
you said he is not a real one, or your people wouldn't be real no more just because of the outfit they wear.
Y'all ever watch Pastor Jennings?
No, I haven't watched him, Kumar. I haven't.
On the news. Dude, hey, he stand on it. Like, it's what the Bible say. He stand on it.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? You catch it. You on YouTube and shit, but you got a show. He come on TV now. I think on Sunday mornings.
If I was
over at church, dog, he keep it a buck. He
if I was over at church tomorrow, I would accept that there were gay. If I had a church, right, and I was saying people come to me, I can accept the fact that people join the church that are gay. What I would tell them is respect the house of the Lord, respect everybody.
Don't come in
This
here with
ain't
that gay
about
shit.
you.
That's care.
Just tone it down, man. You doing too much. Like you don't got like, and I want to say this to all the homies too. All my homies, shout out to y'all, my family, all y'all cats who really know me. If I come pick you up and you come out in some high heel boots with some tight ass pants on, I'm not fucking with you no more. I'm not, and I want you to. Well, this is what they wearing now, bro.
Look, now when they go on social media and blast the pastor for that shit, like, do the pastor go back at him?
Sometimes he do. He does though. Kamar. He does, because then what you notice is video right behind that of him saying, "I said what I said, and I'm standing on it. Yeah, I don't care about. Yeah, that's no. I'm. It's like Farrakhan. Say something foul about Farrakhan right now. He's gonna come and straighten it out. Like, no, look, no, that's not what I said. Vlad tried it.
Well, he
DJ
don't really.
Vlad
He don't.
tried.
I mean, Kev, hold on. He don't address everybody that say something bad about it. It's a lot of people.
If somebody come out and say he was screwing little kids, I'm pretty sure Farrakhan would respond. Minister Farrakhan, I should say. I don't want to disrespect him. Minister Farrakhan. I'm pretty sure he would, even if it's his lawyers, like I said, sending a cease and desist saying, Minister Farrakhan unequivocally denies the accusations. And he can assure you the legal processes will be, whatever. And he just, I'm just gonna let him say what he say. Now hold on, Kamar, let me catch the chat room because I get behind because we get to run in our mouths. He said Kurt Franklin is a real one. Okay. A said, I believe in God. I don't believe in religion or church. Some people say you have to believe in it all. Albert Bell said, bro, Rick James, Prince, Marvin Gaye, Richard Pryor, gay. What does that have to do with me? Listen, I would never be so enamored with Richard Pryor because he was a celebrity that he could come by me and do some gay shit. And I just say, well, it's Richard Pryor. Gay is gay. And listen, I'm not telling anyone not to be gay. It's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying we have to respect each other. That's what civil rights is about. Ain't that what about equal rights is about? Everybody has to respect each other.
I'm so happy you didn't end up with no gay children. I just wonder how that would have went. Woo! And don't let one of them decide to be like the dude that wanted to be the feminine guy and wear dresses. Oh, I can't imagine how that would have went for you.
Well, why do we have to? It didn't happen. There's no need. There's no, because now I might have a grandson. Don't put that energy out there on us. We are hetero in our family. And my grandson, hey, granddaddy, I'm gonna be like, oh, Courtney, there's some bullshit. She didn't want to put that root on me a long time ago. I said, explain. No, I don't have. Listen, once again, I have to say, I don't have anything against gay people, but I'm not gay. I don't know if I can explain this to people in a way that will really explain it. I'm not gay. So why would I be open to doing gay things?
So for Kurt Franklin, was it his movement or was it his attire? Or was
it all of it? And he's like 5'3". So you see a little bitty dude dressed like a girl. First thing you think about is this dude want to be Prince, right? Yeah. You think about like, because he can't be tough. Unless he like Manny Pacquiao.
I don't know.
I know a lot of tough short niggas.
Not that wear high heel. Well, let me take it. You right. I guess somebody, because it'd be a gay dude that'd been slapped the shit out of me on the cane somewhere. I heard your little podcast. Is this gay? Let me stop because I'm finna go off the rails with that. Jeff Crape, he said, nope. I don't know if he agrees with me or not. He said, sorry, not sorry. Albert Bell said, Rick James, Prince, real men, Marvin Gaye, Richard Pryor, and how you know they were real men? How do you know they was real men? Because they sang a song? How do we know? Listen, the rumor, and I've done all kinds of research on Marvin Gaye saying his father liked to wear women's lingerie. And so he grew up watching his father he basically was a cross-dresser. But is that still how they define it now? Or is that what they call transgender now? Because I don't want to use the wrong term. We call them cross-dressers. He liked to wear women's clothing. So Marvin Gaye, well, I mean, yeah, if you like, well, yeah, okay, but I would argue that if you like to wear women's lingerie around the house, you gay. Some dudes would do that and say, but I'm not though, Kev. This is how I get down. I don't want to come by your house. I'm cool. I don't
Did he
want.
have a wife, but he was doing this and not dealing with
It
other
don't matter
men?
if you got
See, that
3
makes a
wives.
difference.
I don't listen.
That's
I want no parts. I want no
There you go.
parts. Marvin, I ain't coming through tonight. So, because there you go. You as soon as you hit some cocaine, you come out with some stockings on. I'm up, cuz. Like I gotta go. No, I mean, we don't know what kind of men they were. I don't, was Rick James a real man? Was he? How would I know? Because he burnt somebody with a crack pipe? I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me see. He said, this is Albert Bell. He said, Kev is an ex-gangbanger. What do you expect? I'm not an ex-gangbanger, man. I'm still a gangbanger. No, I'm just kidding. No. I was just street affiliated. I wasn't a gangbanger. He said Kev is a nut with a brain. You stupid, man. Oh man, he said how them tight boots and pants work on 4100. That's what I'm saying. Like I just think, your clothes say a lot about you. I mean, if that's your thing and we get to know in the hood that you like to kind of, blur that line sometimes, then cats in the hood say, man, that's just whoop-de-woo, man. That's just, hey, he just messing around, man. But for me, I don't really endorse that. Like I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna avoid you. I'm gonna be honest. He said all people from 70, how to stop it. All the people from the 70s. Well, you can't stop it. It's a thing. Being gay is a thing. We said nobody's saying it doesn't exist. I'm not saying they don't deserve rights. I'm just saying, can I be heterosexual and be straight without y'all giving me drama for it? Do I deserve that right? Can I choose? Like, hey, I don't want to sit next to dude. Why? I don't know, because he gay. Now, if the dude turns out he might be a cool gay dude, like I said, I worked with some dudes. They kept it a buck with me. They didn't feel the need to over gay it when we be at work. You know what I'm saying? So I got a Carl on the line from Arizona. I don't want to forget because I'm running my mouth. Carla, what's popping? What's on your mind?
Hey, Kev, what up? This is Ace.
Ace, what it do? What it do?
Hey, man.
What it do?
Hey, man, you ain't wrong. I'm going to be honest with you. Coming from where I just moved from, man, listen, I done met some cool gay people, but you know what? At the end of the day, hey, listen, I'm going to keep it a buck. Some of them are toxic. Some of them make you uncomfortable, dude. And it's like, what's the point in doing all this? It's for the scene. And all them people do talking about, you got to understand, these people in the music industry, we all know what come with the music industry. You know what I'm saying? And some of them weren't gay when they got there. That's them people. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I mean, dude, we could be heterosexual just like they can be whatever they want to be. It's a free motherfucking country. So at the end of the day, dude, I'm gonna be right here. Be what you is, stand what you stand on, and be 100 about it. F them. That's all I have to say. I'm out.
Appreciate you, Ace. Earl Henning is laughing. He said, over gay me. And I was struggling to come up with a term because, sometimes, like, okay, so there's this skit Jim Carrey did with In Living Color. And I think it's called Over the Top Gay Guy. And like he goes into a place and he has to remind everybody at every given moment, I'm gay. And people are like, okay. Okay. You don't have to do that. We get it. It's fine. Like, I'm just saying, man. I just think, and there's some hetero people that I wouldn't want sitting next to me because they would be doing too much. Like, come on, bro. Like, chill out, man. You ain't got to do all that. Like, who you trying to prove something to? Kamar, it's like when you go somewhere with a homeboy and he's really, really just left of the line with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever been somewhere with your partner?
No game, nigga.
Well, I don't know, but when you gotta say, dog, chill out, man. Like, I'm not impressed by that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you making us both look bad. So go ahead with that. That will be over heteroing. You're over heteroing. Like, it ain't what you do, is how you do it. I guess that's what I'm saying. That's just my personal perspective. We all need to respect each other. And so, you know, one can't have more leeway than the other. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, you know, it's room for gay people, it's room for straight people. Why can't we coexist with it without one side trying to dominate the other? We all here. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to be in a situation where you're kind of like the dominant culture, go to a place where that's where the majority of the people are. You see what I'm saying? Like, there are gay bars. There are places that are primarily you know, visited and whatnot and patronized by gay people. So go to one of them. I don't, people say, nah, I gotta go to the gay. Do what you want. Just leave me alone. That's all I'm saying. He said, man, fuck them people. No offense. The Untouchables is fruity than the motherfucker. Them people toxic as fuck. Albert is agreeing. He says, seat sniffing ass. Nice. He said he knows Jennings, Kumar. He said, real man. He like Lester Barnes. Yeah, my uncle, man. My uncle, you know, he's a lot of families. A lot of my family is preachers, surprisingly enough. And they old school down south Southern Christian, Baptist Christian. So they really don't, you know, we was taught this growing up, like, don't you do that. So, you know, and that I still have some cousins who, you know, was like, hey. But if you hear my uncle, that's what you're gonna get from him. Like, hey man, I don't play that. So, you know, it's still some of these people out here. He said, LOL, I'm not fucking with me no more. Albert said he ain't messing with himself. You said me? He said, you disappear playing with him. Courtney is okay. She was speaking back to Tyson, who shouted her out. When I put it up there, I think Courtney was off the phone. He said Rick James, Prince not, but they wore weird stuff. Once again, that's why I just said, Kamar, sometimes if you got somebody who live in your hood and he just, you know, he dresses like that, we all know him. He ain't getting beat up every day. He come out the house. It's like, you be like, what dude got on? Man, you know that so and so, dude.
Right.
Like, you know, I'm just saying, if I was to kick it with him, I'd be like, bro, can you not wear the purple and green butt out jeans tonight? I don't even want you sitting in my car with your ass out on my, like, you know, don't wear no.
I think the thing is, you know what I mean? Usually, if you don't like something, you just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't have to kick it with them because you just don't kick it with them. You don't kick it like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I hate how they motherfuckers try to make it seem like you wrong for that. You wrong for having a preference. No, I'm not comfortable with that. I don't have to do it. I don't have to accept somebody in if I don't want to. What? Excuse me. Whether it's heterosexual or gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to allow people into your life for whatever reason it may be.
It could be whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't like the shoes that motherfucker wear.
Right.
I don't want to see that shit. So fuck
So,
that.
so if I say
You know,
I don't want to kick it with dude because dude dressed funny, I ain't wrong.
if
I got
it's
the right
just your
to say that.
preference, that's you.
Yeah, man. You know what, Kamar? One thing I hate is when people go around talking about respect and equality and all this kind of stuff, but they in reality just want their group to be dominant.
Right.
They're not really talking about equality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we're not gonna really be equal here.
Right.
Us being equal means you have the right to say what you want, and I got the right to say what I want.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be where you say yours and then I pop mine and everybody jump on
Right.
it.
As long as we ain't hurting each other's feelings.
Right, man. Yeah, man. I'm just, you know, because I think people sometimes will misinterpret that. Because I'm telling you, when I say I have nothing against gay people, I'm really being sincere because I really don't. Because I'm one of those people who don't really worry about what you're doing. I'm not worried about that. That's the least of my concerns. Like, I wonder
you don't
if
want to be around it. You don't want to be around it.
Yeah, man.
Lil Boosie, she told his daughter she can't bring her girlfriend over there because she don't want her to influence the baby.
And people went crazy, including his daughter. She was mad
what's
about it.
wrong with that? I don't see what's wrong with it, man. Like, why y'all mad because he got his preference? You got yours.
Yeah, and I thought it was dope that for Boosie to be able to say, I want to keep my young daughters protected as long as I
Yeah.
possibly
I
can.
don't want them to know nothing about sexuality yet.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there we go. That's it. Like we don't even. Why is my little girl subject to even this?
Only
Like y'all
thing
should
she
be
know about
to a
love
little
is
girl.
mommy and daddy.
You know?
That's the only thing she need to see right now.
Now I know Albert. I see in the chat room. He said I meant messing with Farrakhan people. Yeah, he said Farrakhan you'll come up missing. He said I'm just making his examples, Kevin. He said my whole government, Kevin. I know when somebody said that they serious. He said as long as it's communicated well, I ain't with the gay stuff. Ernest says straight men don't walk around telling the world we not gay. Why do they feel the need to throw Skittles in everybody's face?
And really, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, fine. You know what I mean? I got a few people who I consider cool, who I know gay. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with gay people. I just got a problem with how people push it on other people.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And then get mad because somebody ain't receptive to it.
And so the difference being, Kamar, if a gay person came to patronize your business and he ordered his stuff, he was respectful and just got his stuff.
I done had long conversations with gay people at the store. You know what I'm saying?
But if
them
he
telling
come
me
in
what's
there,
wrong with them, and I'm telling them the best advice I know for them
but
to
if he
be
come in
well.
there, if he come in there playing in your face, talking about, hey, Kamar, you so chocolate and all this kind of shit, you're gonna be like, hey, man.
No, I'm gonna cuss them the fuck out and send them on their way. That's disrespectful. See, now that's disrespectful there.
Respect my space, man.
Calling
Respect
me
my
chocolate
hetero.
and shit, that's
Right.
disrespectful. I
You know,
don't care how you act. You come place your order. You
right.
know what I mean? You ask your questions or whatever, and I'm gonna answer them and give you what you order, and that's it.
Don't be, hey, come on, like, bruh.
We ain't got to do all that.
You ain't got to do
it. Like I said, I got some gay friends. I got some people who gay, and they come to the store often. You know what I mean? They come in, they speak and talk, and you know what I mean? It's just nice and cordial, and that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think once in the conversations that I have had with gay males, the conversation was really ultimately settled by, I think they were under the misinterpretation that secretly all straight men want to experiment with gay men. And I would always explain to them, well, if he does that, then he's not a straight man, he's gay.
Right.
Straight men don't have a desire to do that. That's
right.
what makes you straight. That's what makes you straight.
They probably couldn't even understand what you were saying.
Well, I was like, no, I'm not going. I'm secretly like, no.
Right.
You gay.
You gay. You ain't straight.
No, I was just trying something out. You're gay.
Right.
So, embrace it, man. You know what I'm saying? Get you
I saw a post like that somewhere, and they was saying that. And that was my point right there. Well, they wasn't straight.
Yeah, like, it's pretty black and white to me. I don't I'm not looking like, oh, you secretly envious. Like, no, you just actually gay. No, like you sneaking around.
Hey, that's like niggas who think all women like them. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I know you see me, bitch. Yeah. Like that kind of.
They all love me.
Right.
She like me too.
What you mean? No, right? Like you just like, yeah. I got some brothers like that. They're just no. And for some of us though, that's where how a lot of us built up our confidence to say, to really step to a woman and be assertive. But then it just comes off, if you don't do it in the right way, you just come off looking like an idiot, right? And it's just like, dog, sit your ass down. You've been listening to Snoop too much. He said, sprinkle bomb bud. Al says, I had the gay promotion when heterosexual people do retarded overly. He said, when they do retarded overly expressive shit. That's what we're saying. He said, up JP, young rapper, man. Well, yeah, Albert, we talked about that. Whew, man. We talked about the whole JP thing ad nauseum when it first happened. And we all got a chance to really express it. I think we live in a society where this is normalized behavior. So it's not like, oh my God. And I think we reacted to that, first of all, because we're not used to that. We're used to saying, yo, he said what? And then for me, it was just his perspective of like, I felt like he tried to twist it a little bit and say, well, I ain't like I was getting smashed. I was doing the smashing. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's equally as gay. You know, like both of y'all was gay. Like,
whether you the pitcher or the catcher.
Right. Like you still playing baseball, right?
Right.
We both baseball players. So, you know, this is once again, we do Outlaw Radio a lot of times. It is from a masculine perspective, and it's from a heterosexual male's perspective. It's not meant to alienate or ostracize anyone, because I think they have enough platforms where they speak, you know what I'm saying, and give their perspective. I see it all the time. So I just feel like, just to even the thing out, we just need to have spaces, safe spaces, we can say, hey, no, man, like, no, I'm actually pro masculinity. No Diddy, you know what I'm saying? But pro masculinity means you like women. That's hetero. So yeah, it's all kinds of ways you can bounce that ball off the wall, man. He said, rape mentality, a motherfucker. You like me, girl? LOL, fools. Yeah, the way we even approach women, or the way we I would say the way we approach them hasn't changed, because there's still a lot of brothers who do what they do. But I think the need to be aware, especially in the workplace, Kamar, you really got to be aware of how you talk to them, right? Like, you really have to say, man, I can't, you know, I mean, I guess, man, you have relationships with some women where y'all are cool and you could say this, that, and the third, but make sure that you've established that first, you know?
I think in the workforce, you shouldn't try to even be more than just, you know what I mean, business. Be more than, you just be professional. Keep it professional.
Right.
You ain't got to be talking and shit if it ain't about the work. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when shit really start getting iffy. You know what I'm saying? If the boundaries ain't there, like, you ain't even trying to find the boundary. You know what I mean? I got shit to talk to you about work. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, people socialize. I mean, you're gonna build a relationship with somebody if you work with them long term. But I agree with you that it should be kept professional. Like, it shouldn't be. It should be like, okay, well, you know, let's be careful. Like, because you know, but I believe something consensual is the key to everything. It's bad to me when it's consensual and then one person gets mad and then says, okay, now this is my weapon against you, knowing that it was consensual. But like you said, a good way to prevent that from happening is to not to engage in the first goddamn place.
Professional. Talking about anything, I'm talking about my family. You know what I mean? My family's good, man. You ought to see my child. You ought to see my boy. You ought to see my girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Other than that, you know what I'm saying? When you start talking about other shit, you know what I mean? You leave that door open and something could get misconstrued or something, and fuck all that.
Well, now hold on, Kamar, because the nature of women, especially if you are the picture of consistency, you are the example at work. You are doing what you do. You keep it business. You keep it respectful. You got the pictures of your family all in your locker and all this. You done brought your kids for open house. There are some women, and even there are some men on the other side who are still going to try and say, hey, what's happening though?
Shut it down. You gotta shut it down.
That's when the problem starts.
Shit.
Temptation. What A-Ball say? Running from temptation, but I'm much too slow to get away. It happens. Earl says, if you want to be with the same sex, you're gay. No ifs, ands, or buts. Yeah, man, that's the bottom line. You know, it's just the bottom line. He said that fool delivered. He said, blew my mind how it was nothing to him. Young Thug to blame. I'm trying to keep up with Al's texting. Who is this? Earl Henny said, baby old big. I didn't even, you know what? We didn't even discuss Diddy. You know, really, we talked about Jaguar writing stuff like that on the show, Kamar. But I think at this point, it's so much speculation involved with this. Like, first of all, when you talk about 100 some odd people pressing charges or getting involved in a lawsuit, now you just got a mountain of shit to sift through and to sort through, right? The only hope that you have is that the real victims don't get overlooked, because now it's just like you hearing, oh, it's videos, it's tapes, and the leaks images, and it's like, I don't believe any of this stuff has been leaked. I don't. It's so much clickbait out there for this. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really talk about it tonight because there's really nothing new there. You know, I'm just I'm not saying I'm over it, because I am interested in seeing who are the co-conspirators. If there was any young people harmed, that's probably the only interest I have in it, is just to say, okay, if it was young people involved, underage people, and who are the purveyors of that, whether it be a celebrity, an elected official, of anyone, we want to put those individuals on blast. So I think that's very important. So we didn't really talk about we didn't talk about it. He said JP was the subject of Delivered. Kamar said, yep. Now what is Delivered, Kamar?
Oh no, I was replying to Albert Bell. He said bull with a question mark. So I was replying to him. I said, yep.
Oh, okay.
It just didn't come out right, I guess.
Yeah, it's just
I
retarded.
ain't do it right.
Now
My
you see,
bad.
you see the problem when I have to keep up with them as they coming in. It's like, dude, like, man.
I was trying to reply to his answer to his question.
He said, talk about Trump giving Russia vaccines. Dion, you called in. I said, what you want to talk about? You ain't talk about it. When you was on, you went to telling your life story. Like, see, I was a hard-headed little child. I grew up on the south side of Chicago, walking along, kicking a can one day, and I met a rabbit. She's like, damn. Thug knee hugs, man. I know I'm not up on it. I didn't keep up. I'm not up on it, Dion. I'm not up on Trump giving them vaccines. I seen something about it and I kept scrolling. So that's probably on me. Said Diddy definitely going straight to jail. Albert says, LOL, that video where some fam said, I don't like men's no more. Oh, okay. He said, was JP delivered? I don't know. I don't think he feels the need to. I don't think, because he never came back and straightened the statement out. Dion says any man that have sex with a man is gay. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much what makes you gay. I thought, at least that's what I thought. But I'm learning as we're going, man. It's love for everybody, man. Just as long as we respect each other, man. I could pretty much live in an area with any culture, any race, any creed, anybody, Kamar, as long as we are respecting each other.
That's it.
You know, it's, if that's what you do at your house,
right,
have at it, man.
However, I got some gay people. I got a gay couple next door to me that's over here bullying me and shit. Like, and I'm just doing everything in my power, you know what I mean, to be cool. Fucking with our garbage cans and shit, man. The motherfuckers took our recycling bins. I went over there to talk to them. You know, we paid for an extra recycling bin.
Right.
You know what I mean? And y'all keep taking the shit out of our recycling bin. Shit ain't cool, right? Like, well, we had 2 recycling bins. We had 2. No, you didn't. We had these 2 before y'all even moved over here. You know what I'm saying? And I work both for the recycling bins every month. You know what I mean? So I know mine has been there. You know what I'm saying? And listen, these motherfuckers went and took the recycling bins and put them inside their gate. I mean, we ordered some more. You know what I mean? We just reordered more recycling bins, man. But like these gay people, right, fucking with us. But I shouldn't be upset with gay people. Like, they just fucking with us for no reason.
Right. Yeah,
I just wanted to put it out there, right? That ain't got shit to do with shit.
Dope.
But yeah, I just want to put that shit out there.
It.
Like, because you motherfuckers ain't all the way right either.
No, but come on, I think that comes down to, I don't know if there's good and bad gay people.
And it's crazy, right?
Good and bad people.
Keep this dynamic, right? It's 2 gay women. How much can I do? You know what I mean? Like, but
once
take
again,
the garbage can.
The fact that they're gay, I don't think is necessarily relevant, Kamar. I think,
well,
like I just said,
it's relevant for me.
But for you, no, okay. That's I ain't gonna tell you how you should feel when they didn't.
You know what I mean? Like I said, it's two gay women. It ain't a man over there who I could talk to about this shit.
or you got to figure out which one the man is.
It don't matter. It's still a woman.
Okay.
Because look, if I punch the woman, the police come, I'm gonna get charged like I punched the woman. It ain't gonna just be a fight like two men fighting.
Okay.
It'll be much different. Let's be real.
My point was, there's just good and bad people.
All I'm saying, I was just saying that, you know what I mean, two gay women, so it ain't no man in the house for me to talk to, for me to resolve this issue with, because this motherfucker just took my garbage cans and put them over there.
Unless you figure out which one the man is.
It don't matter, Kev, if I do something. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe you could talk to her and say, hey.
That was the one who I talked to.
That has to be the voice of reason. It has to be a voice of reason. Both of them cool.
Ain't no voice. They ain't no man. She ain't a man. How is it?
A woman can talk.
Not only that, Kev, but you know it's not right for a man to go at it with a woman. That's why it's a fucking problem.
Yeah, mediation. How can you mediate?
It don't matter because she thinks she a man, because she identify as a man. If I punch her,
I mean, is she aggressive towards you like that when you talk to her? Is she aggressive towards you?
Listen, if I punch her, I'm gonna get treated like I punched a woman.
That's I hear
the bottom line.
Is she aggressive like that when you talk to her? Is she aggressive like you would have to end up fighting her?
No, so I wasn't aggressive, but like I say,
I said her.
I said no, she wasn't, and then I said I wasn't either. I wasn't aggressive either.
Okay, so then what's the problem?
Our conversation wasn't aggressive. It's just that she took my fucking recycling bins that I need. You know what I'm saying? And put them inside of the gate where I couldn't get to them. So now the whole month I had to sit and wait on my garbage bin that I would just order. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't no man over there for me to go talk to like a fucking man.
This shit is personal for
so
him.
I'm just saying. You said it's good people and bad people both ways. You're right, it is. But what I'm saying in this issue, I can't go talk to the man of the house.
Well, sometimes if it's a dude over there who looks like a man, he ain't a man. You can end up with
I'm dead serious. I mean,
I'm dead serious too. It could be a man over there. You go talk to him and be like, dude ain't even no real man. Dude is a punk.
Like I said, if I punch her or do something because I'm so upset, I'm gonna get treated like I did something to a woman. It's the bottom line. I don't get no points for beating her up because she thinks she a man. It's still a woman.
You don't get no points for beating him up either.
Oh yeah, I do. I would feel better, right? Because motherfucker, you just punking me and shit. You know what I mean? You just said
it's personal.
You can't stand to let a motherfucker just talk to you. Crazy.
That's right.
Or talk about you. Not even talk to you.
That's why I asked you the question. Where was it some aggressiveness? That's why I asked you that, because
the aggressive part was taking my shit. You don't hear that part?
I heard that part.
That's
but if
that ain't aggressive.
You took the garbage can and I go over there and I try to speak to you about it. If you say, okay, my bad.
No. I said she took the garbage can after I talked. Kevin, listen, slow down, listen. She took the garbage can after I talked to her, I said.
So you haven't spoken to her since she took the garbage can?
No.
Okay.
Because like what's the point? Because now is, you know what I mean? If I say something now it's finna be a problem because I'm really pissed. You took my garbage can. Before, she was just taking the shit out the garbage can. You see what I'm saying? So then I wouldn't talk to her about the shit like, this is my garbage can. Freeze that shit. Then I go back and she took the whole garbage can and put it inside her yard. So now I'm like, look, it ain't no man over here for me to talk to. So now I'm saying it's two gay women over here. So that's my dilemma right there.
I heard you. I asked you a specific question.
I even called the police.
I said, when you spoke to her, was it aggressive? You said no. So for me, an indicator would be that I can no longer reason with this person if any conversation we had and they was just over the top. And I said, oh, hell, I can't talk to this motherfucker. I'm going to end up fighting with him. Someone would have to give me an indication that we would probably end up fighting.
That was my point. Because she took the garbage can. Now, if I go back, it's finna be a fucking problem.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I heard everything
I can't go over there and go back and forth with this woman. She's still a woman. I don't give a fuck what she identify as. This is the dilemma. We talking about the gay people. We've been talking about gay people and how they act and all that. And you know what I'm saying? Towards straight people. And like I say, it's two gay women. I can't go do nothing to neither one of them. I can't talk to them like I want to because now I look bad out here hollering at two women.
Why do we gotta holler though?
Because I'm fucking pissed. You just took my shit. I want to talk to a man who I can really get into. We can really talk.
So you can't bring it down enough to say, I'm gonna try to have a civil conversation.
I did that.
Okay. So after that, it's all that shit.
How many civil conversations I'm gonna try to have? You know what I'm saying? So like, I listen, man. My point was that's what happened. We was talking about gay people. I was just bringing that up.
I heard you.
Like the solution was order new garbage cans. That was the solution.
I understand why you brought it up.
And you asked why was it important? Because I said two gay women. So I was trying to tell you why that was important. That was it. The solution is
I heard you the fourth time you said it. I heard you all 4 times you said it.
Yeah, but you kept asking questions that
I wanted to know from your perspective as a person who talks about having reason and being a reasonable individual, why wouldn't you be able to say, okay, let me relax and just go over here and say, I don't appreciate y'all taking my garbage can. But your point is, I don't want to be out there going back and forth with no female because I feel like it would make me look bad.
Right. I already wouldn't talk to him about taking the garbage out the shit, taking my recycling shit out the garbage bin.
You answered my question and then you just kept saying it over and over. I'm like, I heard you. You answered it. I heard you. I heard you. I heard exactly what you said.
Because you was asking about, well, which one is a man? Is she? Which talk to that one? And like, no, I'm serious.
I shouldn't have asked you. I shouldn't have asked you any questions.
Listen, no, Kev, listen. I
shouldn't have asked you any.
You shouldn't have asked me what you shouldn't have. When I said I can't go talk to him because it ain't no man, you said, well, yeah, you can. Which one thinks she the man? Well,
I said unless you find out which one is the man.
So we kept going into that. I'm saying.
Okay,
you kept saying that.
So if anytime you have a conversation with me, I'm gonna ask you questions about what you're saying. I don't understand.
And I answered it.
Right. So
and I don't know. I said it ain't no man. It's two women.
I got you.
And then you said it again. Well, you should. Which one thinks she a man?
I got you. So listen, I want y'all to be very, very careful with these volunteers. People are knocking on doors in the community. Don't just open your door for anybody. Make sure it's legitimate because there are people who are, you have reports of people being robbed by people coming like they are election volunteers and they robbing people. So be careful about that. Just don't open your door for anybody. And I also want to close by saying, shout out to our mayor and our leadership because they're saying, hey, murder's down, robbery's down, serious major crimes are down now. How true that is, I don't know. You look at the news, you still see a lot of people dying, a lot of people getting killed. But any decrease on the amount of people who die, innocent people who are victimized by other people, is a great thing for me. So if we can keep that trend up, because we talked one time about the problem with being in Milwaukee is that it's often trending in the wrong direction. And so if these crimes are going down, then I would tend to say we're trending in the right direction. Finally, how long will it last? Because some of the policies that they have in place right now are not meant for the people to really be empowered or be as progressive as they need. Let's hope it moves forward. I'm hoping, because one thing we really need is a moratorium on violence in our community. And so anytime less people, I just wish the situation with the reckless driving and whatnot would be dealt with. And once we start moving towards that, when that starts going down and decreasing, in which there are some reports that say the car thefts are down. I need to see progress. I want to see us moving forward. I don't want to see us consistently, because we had this 7-8 year run where shit just got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse in the most negative areas. I don't want that to continue, because that's just giving them more of an excuse to gentrify us. Everett Gransberry, he said, good evening, brothers. It's been a while. How you doing, my brother? It has, man. It has. Unfortunately, you came at the end. I think you would have enjoyed our conversation tonight. Y'all share the show. You got any events coming up this weekend, Kamar?
Yeah, I'll be at the Fondy Market Saturday morning from 9 to 2. Other than that, we'll be at the House of Vitality every day from 11 to 7.
There you go. Support that, brother. Hey, man, do your best to move with some integrity. The only thing you really can do is try, right? A great man told me one time, it's only 2 things in this world that you really have control over. And I asked him, I said, what is that, death and taxes? He said, no, it's attitude and effort. Those 2 things are 2 things you can always control no matter where you're going or what you do. Y'all be safe. I will see y'all next Monday.
Peace.